Live to hunt. Live to hunt.
Long time no see, Raguna. Can you smell that? Sweet old...
Let's take care of important matters first. You'll eat well soon.
Yeah, I know. We're here to find... I still can't believe Tethys couldn't unlock the Sentinel's relic we found in Septima.
At least now we know it's called a civilization capsule. It probably holds key legacy data left behind by the Sentinel.
Like some ancient data recorder, right? But Tethys said to unlock it, we'll need... If it's really from the Sentinel, why do we need the Threnodians' power for that?
Maybe because they fused together at some point.
Oh, well, guess that's why we need a fight. The Black Shores warned that the... And you know, something feels off in the city, too. It's not as cheerful as when we left it. Yeah, and they just threw a huge carnival not long ago, too.
Amid howling winds, rising storms, and ghosts adrift, I heard the captain's call.
Look! Over there! Isn't that Brant and Regia? Wow! The troop of fools is...
Hoist the sails, O humanity! The abyss and the summit have entwined. Your only path now is forward, bold and uncharted. You stand on the precipice. Now is the hour to decide your fate.
Captain, why do you burn alone in your own flames?
If you do not first become ashes, how will you rebuild? Embrace your fire. Embrace your grief. Go into your solitude.
The journey onward is perilous. To stand still is perilous. To look back is also perilous. To tremble now, I begin to understand what truly makes a hero great. It is to stand before humanity's deepest sorrow and its highest hope.
Oh, how I love those whose souls remain rich. And should you stand alone, suffering in the endless dark, today, may you hold fast to every last ember of courage and hope!
Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by fools, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Where am I? That was Christophora's voice just now. Is this another one of his illusions? Buling's bronze mirror isn't responding. Abby. No answer. This isn't like what happened in Septimont. I guess I can only keep moving and find out why.
Mistaking rebellion and recklessness for glory. Like an inferior gem, made precious only by how it glitters. Yes, even the cast-offs of lesser branches can earn admiration if they shine bright enough. She couldn't control the monstrous family legacy. So she turned to bravado, an armor crafted to hide her night fragile. False. But oh, how brilliantly a gem shines. The phases of the moon wove her luminous gaze. Yet she insists on her eyes were destined to be. Now neither she nor her moon will ever. A pure heart, blindly yet the true eternal divinity embraced. She realigned her fault. Gentleness born of delusion. A beautiful, sorrowful fantasy. But fear has eaten away at her soul. Illusion stripped her of freedom, and her tears have long since left her. What she needs is not light, but a valiant and determined ruler. On the battlefield where life and death, conquest and slaughter walk beyond her. Amid the endless cycle of surging tides, she plunges into fate's swirling maelstrom once more. Soon, she will wear a new crown, one ordained by fate. Never. Her fate was written long ago. What remains is but a fleeting moment. What you see before you. And now, with every step you take, you stir. Is it fate that rules over man? Or man who commands fate? I await your answer to this question.
What is this place? Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. All who enter must first forsake all hope. These tacit discords.
Harbinger, open the gates of...
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Rover! Rover?
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Oh, you're finally awake! 1 second I'm fine, the next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though.
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. Even some of our troop members, too. The details vary, but they all end the same way. The fall of Renacida. And it's not just in Dreamland either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors appearing across Renacida lately. Even in Septimont, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds. Or the
Thanks to all these oddities, the mood in Raguna. The troop performed today because Brent thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the...
But here's the odd part. Only Renacidans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared. The same should be true of you. We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Might be worth asking around the city to see who else has been experiencing this. Renacida's tides don't lie.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? The gates of paradise? And the word harbinger? Could they mean the harbinger of the dark tide? The only harbinger of the dark tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the dark tide at the orders for Bricatorium. That figure I saw. I came back to find her. So I should look for her first.
Live to hunt.
Is that Cantarella up ahead?
Rover, what brings you back to the inverted tower so suddenly?
Something's come up. I need Cardathea's help to deal with it. Did something unusual happen here?
I've only just arrived. For now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I, too, need to discuss with Cardathea.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering.
No. Something's wrong. It's strange. I can't... She is still resonating with...
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right?
There's something even stranger. Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cardathea reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no detail with the strange phenomena stirring across Raguna. I feared it might be linked to the Dark Tide, or Leviathan.
Was what I saw really just an illusion? I saw this. Her death. Exactly as it's happening now. That woman. She was using Dark Tide energy. Whatever the case, we need to find the one who did this.
Leave Cardathea to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasalia estate and keep her safe. The rest, I entrust to you.
Heh, this nose? I could track the Dark Tide blindfolded. Let's fall. That's weird. The trail ends here, but... my head's starting to spin again.
It's the Dark Tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area. Abby. Asleep already. That drowsy. Since leaving the inverted tower, Raguna's sky. What happened to it?
Spear of glory! Pierce through! Slipped away again. By this spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Avidius? What are you...
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to, but you, Your Grace. You vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry? That's a long story.
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer?
Discord Slayer. Sounds like you knew...
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent tacit Discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence. Your Grace hasn't heard. I had gone there in search of the Quill Bearer. While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the Dark Tide. The outbreak has since... The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Averado Vault, where
A TD outbreak. Right after I left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The thundering Mephis has fled. The path ahead is safe.
Thank you for your help, Gladiator. Averado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the journey.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk shared some troubling whispers. She may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of tacit Discord. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Raguna coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Raguna. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Raguna City, the connection is undeniable. The Dark Tide is Rinasita's ancient enemy.
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts now?
If I'm correct, the thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide creation. This frequency it left behind, we can track it, and from there draw out the Discord Slayer herself.
An anchor stone. You brought that...
A habit picked up on the hunt. Looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you again. Take note. Enemies ahead. Dark-tongued creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserve.
Last chance.
The wicked will face judgment. Tempest of slashes.
What a hollow existence. Who scripted your delusions?
You mentioned you left Tetragon Temple to search for the Quill Bearer here in Raguna, right?
I grew weary of waiting. When I heard rumors of his presence in Raguna, I came to find him myself. No trace of him yet. But I've learned this much. Here, no verses. The Ragunesi know not my name, past, nor the prophecy I once carried. Here, I am if my former existence was just a fabrication, an idea of some hero of heroes crafted to Septimont's expectations, then perhaps here in Raguna I am free to write my own story. Free to define this. This matters more than finding him. I will break free from his narrative.
Your fate is what you want it to be. No one else could decide. No one has the right to dismiss your efforts and dreams with some absurd...
You honor me. I hope to prove worth... The anchor stone is holding strong. Let's push forward. Our destination is up ahead. Is that an entry? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? The anchor... Very well. I step...
What happened? Where's Avidius? We're all inside at the same time. It's the thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
You're just battling without thinking.
Voice. Discord Slayer. Is this her trap? Another illusion.
Focus. You are in an illusion. It's weaponizing your combat instincts. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whisper sway you.
Pain and hallucinations are fading. Is she helping me?
Good. See that cocoon in the center? Thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of this domain. Destroy it. Then the monster and this illusion will unravel together.
Rises. The wicked will face judgment.
Hopefully this helps.
I am the Tempest.
rejected will face judgment! It worked. But who are you?
Now is not the time for story, but I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
I can't hear her voice anymore. I will be there for everyone.
Rover! Are you unharmed? You vanished the moment we entered the Tacit field.
I'm fine. So it's gone?
The thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's history. Legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the dark. He didn't fight it. He embraced it. But not before he left a curse.
The power to command the Dark Tide's creations. That Discord Slayer said she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, she pulled me from the illusion. If she's the cause, this isn't making sense.
Rover, traces of the Dark Tide's frequency still link. The Anchor Stone is useless now. The signal is blocked by some sort of spatial layer.
Augusta said the Dark Tide spoke to her when it swallowed her whole. My telepathic ability should give me a way in.
Telepathy? Your Grace is versed in many arts. I don't doubt your abilities, but this I don't want to see. Another tragedy like what befell Septimon.
We're falling behind. The Discord Slayer knows far more than we do. I'm not letting any lead. I can't see anything. Focus.
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift. It will bring...
The prototype echoes in the depositories.
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta? They're in Alvarado Vault. The Dark Tide creations could be appearing.
It's currently sheltering a large number of...
Let's not waste time.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated, but the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive income.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpather Express is due at any moment. Be ready to...
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of Tacit Discords has overrun the city, and common echoes are out of control.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Alvarado. Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Egla Town have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling...
Strange. I clearly sense the Dark Tide's presence around here.
Gunfire! We...
These tides spawn. They've evolved fast. Mutation, and sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Galbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Fenrico? Why would...
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took... And Fenrico... He knew innocents were here.
Righteous One, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my... Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more than ever, the path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon us.
You're not Fenrico at all.
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of it. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and hand over the civilization.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all.
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it...
You and your divinity cannot end me. And these Dark Tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity.
So you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dared.
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they really are.
How were they able to disguise themselves as humans?
I've never heard of any possessing such abilities.
The fangs are bared now. Don't hesitate. Let's end them all.
The one mimicking the Primus is the hive. Take it down, and the rest will collapse with it.
It's calling in more of them. We'll need to clear the rubble while waiting for our shot.
That which cometh from the sea shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its faithful. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
You will yield. I'm still standing. The world is mine. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me?
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps. The end has come.
An eye for an eye.
I sense your weakness.
Shut! All yours. Come at me. All of you at once. I don't do overtime.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Another dimension. Within the civilization capsule. But why does it open up now? I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. Was it when Ovidius and I made contact?
Arbiter. Permissions detected, Arbiter. Lifting imposed first instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to Phase 2. Commencing simulation. Attempting civilization fit. Renacita. Arbiter. This moment was always Arbiter. I grieve to say, I am but a message. Time in this place flows near still. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, it records the origin and birth of the Rinascitan civilization, preserving their most ancient memories. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Now, I have entombed it here. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us. We follow your will. To build our republic.
Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, wrought false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinascita beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Threnodian did steer Rinascita's fate. And I too once guided Rinascita's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did...
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency, and the capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the resonator, bearing both my...
What if... that resonator became the Thenodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Rinasita hath already fallen. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is hers to know. Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Rinasitans' oldest memories. Leviathan, if the Rinasitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their arbiter. The hour of farewell hath come. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Rinasita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us.
Righteous One, trust her. And trust me.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need...
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure that gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita, use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thenodian.
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cartethia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As the next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any...
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as if the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near. Those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thought. You've noticed it. The Tide spawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them, and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tidespawn's core. Maybe... The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it.
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is mine. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Huh. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy. Huh. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over.
These things, they're all Tidespawn.
The civilization capsule was painted by the Dark Tide. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the Dark Tide. No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it with snow. You have access to core data. But Avidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say where he's landed. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of Tidespawn hits. Flames of war. Fight fire with fire. The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it. Collapse is accelerating. Our way out is closing fast. Faster! We're almost there!
Rover! Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other Tidespawn didn't last.
That was the last one. With the family's private Echo Arsenal backing us up, we held the line just fine.
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Aragonese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handle...
This Phalian Beringal. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. At least, until the next... I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new tide spawn from forming here.
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
Silence, you maddening whispers! No. I'll be damned. There must be something left. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end appears...
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, Cullen?
Don't complicate things. Stay close.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the tacit discord harpia within me.
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself. So you can absorb them directly.
You can say that. Valor is one of many.
One of many. Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
I will be there for everyone as we head toward... We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the dark tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the tide spawn up ahead.
That's a Thessalia member. We need to help him. Leave it to me.
Ah, it's Rover. Ain't the Sentinel.
What happened here? Hopefully this helps.
Dark tide creation swarmed without warning. We were overrun before we could...
Move aside. We'll clean up. You can't escape me.
Thank you. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be fixed. Save your potion. I only beg. Don't let me die a monster. I see it. The end times. paradise! Descending at last!
Rover. Huh? She is.
The Physalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened. This is the true horror of the evolved dark tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, all we can offer is the dignity of dying as...
My lady, don't let me.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Thank you. May glory return to the
The dead rest. The living march forward. Cartathea remains secure in the Physalia estate. But the divinity's statue began It was Leviathan's voice. Something has...
It's very likely Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Thessalio Fells. It's already... Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will hold back the tide.
Acolyte Phoebe, a cluster of tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to defuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the Dark Tide's influence.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position. The Order's acolyte...
Whether the Sentinel comes or not, we are their will made flesh. We protect...
O light of Genesis, shield us! As we were at the dawn, so we stand today, as the Sentinel soldiers.
The Order's acolytes are holding off the other tidespawn. This is our chance to go straight for the source.
Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of... I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes. I once said
that I would, but after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tidespawn's movements. They were converging on the Thalia Fells. I still wanted to do something. But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time because of me. Countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but my hopes and dreams, all of it was real, so from Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. But who can truly know the mind of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask no mortal can comprehend. I am the king. I shall be crowned in glory.
Ovidius.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
Gotcha. You missed. Behave now.
Go to the window. We'll face judgment. Tickles the slashes.
You can't escape me.
Wind cold, waves fall. I am the Tempest! One more time. The wicked will face judgment!
Speak of the devil. Behave now.
I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing.
His will is stirring within the dark tide. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth. Fight fire with fire.
Let's break! Wind cold, waves follow. Waves rise. Judgment strikes!
Hopefully this helps.
Again. My last breath.
Face the wicked. We'll face judgment! Ovidius, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
I am human. Not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory!
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. Wield the dark tides.
There must. Girl. Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. Then I'll show it who's the real. Fate may be loud, but I don't think it.
A memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. I still have a move to make.
I want it to be a story that gives people hope.
By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the tide spawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Phidias!
There's no time!
Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul's alas. His script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty. Humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty? Well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Rinasita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this world's endless trials? I too await your final answer.
You brought ruin to Rinasita. You think you're just walking away?
My stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodians' authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned. When dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
The harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all Tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the Tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the dark tide.
Then, why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow. And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death, that created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quillbearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel...
Vidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. The story that gives people hope.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the greater tragedy that's coming. Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Vidius... Rise from Hellfire! The Tidespawn have fully retreated. The situation around Thessalio Fells is improving. Seems like the Order has already transported most of the wounded.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it's you. Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. But you can't.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon.
Cardathia.
Mortals need salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant gates for...
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
Stand down. I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw it!
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the faith—
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover, we...
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must. I'll handle this.
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your illusion and shut it down.
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardathia. They all passed through that gate.
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Vidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimon for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you...
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote. She should be finished now. I will be there for everyone as we head toward...
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this? This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now. As long as we can identify the problem, there's a way to fight back. You carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. What's left are the hallucinations and whispers. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from Galbrenna. The Thessalias have resisted the Threnodian for a century. Its whispers aren't...
Leviathan needs a harbinger with enough influence to spread its gospel. You're the laureate of Raguna and the hero of heroes in Septimont. That's more than enough to... Your path overlaps with Ovidius. The Tidespawn are shaped by the harbinger's thoughts and memories. Neither the Thundering Mephis nor the Phalian Beringal are native to Rinasita.
You once said the harbinger had to be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But I
suspect the one corrupted might not be you.
The Dark Tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds. It tasted kind of funky. It made me super sleepy. Ever since then...
Abby does.
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the Dark Tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense. You two share life and energy. As the primary in this bond, your frequency has been overriding Abby's. Leviathan planned for this.
Rover? Did I do something wrong?
We made a call when it mattered. I asked you to absorb the Dark Tide. We couldn't have known what it would become. You didn't...
I see. Well, I can go hungry, if I have to.
The real threat is Leviathan. If we want to end this for good, we kill it and destroy it.
From what I know, Leviathan manifests its kingdom by flooding Rinasita with the Dark Tide. That's how it turns the real world, but we've already secured Raguna and Septimont. The Fabricatorium and the hunting grounds are both stabilized.
Everything you've done has slowed down or maybe even sealed off some of its pathways. That's why Leviathan is resorting to its final... This so-called divinity is more devious than humanity realizes. The paradise you saw is not of this world. It's Matriarch of Physalia. You have guarded this truth for over a century.
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodian's whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted beyond recognition. Leviathan was born from the shadows in our hearts, from our longing to connect and belong. It took the shape of a sea creature, because nothing frightens us more. It used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been our ancestors believed Leviathan survived by absorbing these emotions. They said the Dark Tide is that subconscious made real. An ocean of shared trauma.
I heard them. All those voices in the dark tide. And before I touched the gate...
The stronger the conflict, the deeper the emotion it stirs. That's why the playwright kept forcing Rinascita into conflict. Every tragedy, every struggle, it wasn't random. The end times are drawing near. The Ragunesi cling to hopes of a blissful afterlife. Septimontians have long believed in another world that Leviathan may have drawn from these subconscious beliefs, aligning with those desires to fabricate a false future.
If that's true, once the people's belief in the end times reaches its zenith, their consciousness will align entirely with Leviathan's vision, like Gilberto, and the others who...
Its power of assimilation will grow stronger, until the line between imagination and reality vanishes. The journeying paradise will descend upon the world just as before. When it does, every soul in Rinascita will be unified under its control. No thoughts, no will, just blind devotion. You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartetias. That means the first step in her plan is complete. Leviathan is still watching the real world. Because of the mark of the Dark Tide, it can read your thoughts. So for now, but you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Rinascita runs deeper than I, or even you. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a vessel of Rinascita. So go. Gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes. But it's also more than that. It's a war of spirit. Of light against shadow. Hope to take Leviathan down. Our belief has to be unshakable. If there's doubt in your heart, then stop. A new path won't reveal itself, unless you're ready to walk it. For now, the Dark Tide in Raguna is under control. And I think I figured out what it plans to do next. Before the bells of Paradise ring, I'll buy you time. When you're just like the playwright said, when the moment comes, everything, fiction and reality, past and future, will converge.
Keep moving. Stay in line and follow instructions. No dawdling. I promise. Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us. Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here too?
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns. The dark tide's spawn are surfacing at random, even outside the city of Septimont. It doesn't make sense. The Earth-rend wedge is still holding back the dark tide at its depths. At any rate, Augusta's already led a team to the Sanguis Plateaus to investigate. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning it.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent the knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it? I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the Tetragon, no prophecies. I admit, I've never felt freer. The last prophecy ended with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal dark tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us. Nice thought. If only. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling. Aquila, anyone? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has they call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the dark tide cannot reach. If even that place isn't safe, we need to see it with our own eye. But Septimont still...
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle. We will do everything we can to hold the
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood. And we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes.
We're counting on you, Honored One.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate's grown a backbone. Cowards wouldn't last long working under Augusta anyway. Come on, Rover. Let's find her.
Traces of the dark tide are everywhere.
The tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and never slow down. Our warriors are stretched thin just trying to hold the line. Even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking down due to the dark tide. Don't wear that face. These are Septimont's warriors. There! The Three Heroes' Crest. Looks like they just finished a battle. Let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before, and you once led the battle to defeat the Sovereign. Your presence will rally them.
Look! It's Rover! The Honorable One!
My fellow warrior, you came! Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you! Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you.
Augusta.
You know. We know each other. Recover.
Never mind that. Didn't I say before? Never.
It is strange. From the moment we met, it felt like we were cut from the same cloth. Like we'd known each other before. She might seem unmoored, but when the storm...
All right then, Augusta.
Theoretically, the dark tide flows here from the blight cloud above the plateaus. High tide, but this time, nothing. No blight cloud anomalies. No frequency fluctuation. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we continued to search for a permanent solution. But this... We repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using anchor obelisks. Have you discovered anything?
What? But... I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth... This is a whole new...
The Fraxidos. Always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no end.
Your Excellency, another outbreak. Tide spawn heading straight for the camp.
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder.
Warriors! The battle horns sound once again! Let those...
Tide spawn dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep! It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting up.
They're heading straight for the Anchor Obelisk.
We will stop them.
Present your offerings. On you go. Face me.
Nightmare! Break asunder!
On you go. We run!
Honor to you, my friend.
Scene of my triumph! In control! Stand tall before the eternal sun! One strike is enough! In control!
Is it just me, or have they slowed down a little?
Your Excellency, they're targeting the remaining Anchor Obelisk now.
But the gladiators are them now. They haven't recovered from the last wave.
Leave them to me.
Good. We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp.
One with the sounds. Down with the curtain. Leave it to me.
You will feel.
One with the sounds. obey. One with the sounds. Checkmate.
How is the situation there?
Just clean them up.
We've cleared our Sector 2. Regrouping now.
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Ugh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh?
They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they...
Leviathan. It's directing them.
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk will end. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The north flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show!
The Montellis greet you. We will secure this south.
The poison Leviathan leaves behind, allow the Phassalias to cleanse it.
Phew! Made it this time! I've got this side covered!
By the name of Imperator, we'll protect the obelisks here!
Let's deal with the mess first. Plenty of...
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
I'll take that one.
You have my thanks, heroes from afar. May your names be etched in a... This battle is not over yet.
I never thought I'd see the two fighting side by side with the Order of the Deep. Onward, comrades! We're not about to shame Septimont now!
I've heard of the Montelli-centric constructs, but seeing that kind of firepower up close, something else.
Finale. Rend this slumber.
Maybe the Celia's aren't as monstrous as they say.
She's absorbing the tide spawn! What kind of power is that?
Honor cannot be sullied.
Entertain me. Fate. On you go. Causality.
Return.
Nowhere to hide. Down with the curtain. Nightmare! Break asunder!
Is my
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover. The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now.
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the dark tide, the tide spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the dark tide? Are you out of your minds?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. The suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside?
That grand city you glimpsed within it. It wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinascit, but that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike at the root. Kill Leviathan. Tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinascita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes' Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the dark tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it. Then, find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow. Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough. Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
The tide spawn are retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter.
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
We did it, but what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes' Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now. There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan out. The nature of the dark tide and Leviathan.
Rover, you're here.
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Renacita. We're standing guard at Averado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinzhou, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Renacita. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, it can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect him, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing the Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Renacita's people. Only they can truly face it. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines of Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry,
Please let you go! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
So you don't have to unleash the fans. In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart. We'll be Renacita's last line of defense, and we'll be right here waiting for your safe return.
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renacita. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimont's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the tide spawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Renacita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled. That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Wastestones.
She must have meant the Anchor Stone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchor Stone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchor Stone behind, but... how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchor Stone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
You'll need this. A dying martyr entrusted it to me.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Renacita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the Anchor Stone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this Anchor Stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise. If we're ready to face Leviathan.
So, once that Anchor Stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Renacita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Threnodian alone. If facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the Dark Tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this.
The dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the dark tide, activate the Anchorstone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxtus might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Renacita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the Paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the dark tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Huanglong, he must know something about Fenrico.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our...
If the lantern came from the Fabricatorium, then what's happened to the dark tide sealed beneath Raguna's seas? There's still time before...
You're here. Harp.
Who are you?
Toyan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive and gather intel on the Thrunodian's resonator. I came searching for Raguna's blessed maiden. Instead, he was tied to the Thrunodian, knew the truths of it all. But the dark tide silenced him. In his final moments, he passed this lantern to me, said it was meant for you.
So...
His ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the dark tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands. Think no more on it. Think only of what's ahead. Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew it wouldn't be enough. Listen. Every harbinger of the dark tide, Fenrico, Mia, death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the dark tide. Even the Sentinel's power.
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would just suffer longer.
You've been resisting the Thrunodian's corruption this whole time. Suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately. you're prepared to walk into.
You traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask.
The Dark Tide rejects outsiders of Renacita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what must be done. When you're truly prepared to die, death doesn't come so easily.
I never act with sacrifice as a given. Not even my own.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou asked me to send her regards. The people you helped, they're still waiting for farewell.
You know, status report.
Frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window. Remember that stretch of chaos we once crossed? If Leviathan has shaped this world through the Dark Tide, expect something similar. Shifting sands, obscuring fog. Every step, a gamble into the... That Discord Slayer, Galbrenna, was it? She's bound to the Dark Tide. If she dared to hunt the Threnodian, she must know how to navigate its depth. Once inside, find her existence in the chaos. Reunite with her. She'll guide you forward. You catch on quickly. I believe you know what to do. Immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her within the chaotic frequencies. And when you find her, don't let her go.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the Dark Tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with him every step of the way.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, we will be right behind you. If you are ready, step forward. May the eternal sun light your path, and may each step bring you...
There's actually a whole other world inside the Dark Tide. It kind of feels holy. Huh? Ugh. Feels a bit like chaos. Ugh. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said. Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings, and connections in the chaos. The problem is... Yeah! Galbrena's always like... She's there.
In life, chaos. In death, silence. The hesitant shall not return.
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. Surely you've heard. The dark tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the currents like fractured glass.
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The dark tide mirrors the chaos of the human mind. Shifting, twisting. A fleeting thought, and the path ahead. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom. Bending this place in. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency. A vision of perfection, unmarred. But behold, the dark tide's true face. A world of hatred, fear, and despair. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one another, to countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self. Not yet. Save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through this wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn in cleansing fire. We share an enemy. We need you. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into them. But for now, you have no choice. Come, little lamb. Open your eyes. The flow of time here is slower than in your world. We have plenty of it. Be patient, little lamb. I shall keep watch over the outside.
Is that...
I won.
Did you see that? That resonance ability.
She'll be a force to be reckoned with. Perhaps even rise to challenge for...
Damn it. I was so close. What did you do to get that kind? My power? It's always been born with it. I can't take it. I know. You're all stronger than me, and all worthy opponents. Oh, but please, are you mocking us? People like you. No. They are stronger than me. In body and in spirit. So many here are. They just don't... Why? Why was I the only one gifted?
For those who cannot stomach defeat, fate is...
So, she is from Septim...
She carved a path through this underworld for you. But the true danger does not lie in shadow. It hides in the light. Ah, I was right about you. Beneath that calm shell beats a heart that burns for battle. Perhaps you have heard of once
Because the dark tide loved you.
but you rejected its gift.
Kira.
You could have risen above us all.
You once told me real strength comes from the heart, not from outside.
The traces end here.
Leviathan hides its message. The Sentinel's power you bear. Use it to set. Good. If resistance comes, let that power be your blade. A journey into the abyss allows no return. It is a path ordained. To rise, one must first learn to fall. Ah, I remember. When her resonance ability was corrupted by the dark tide, she fought with nothing but instinct and flesh.
The flames! She's Galbrenna! The flame demon! Time is running out.
Disguise as Galbrenna. Use their fear to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenna had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
To consume that fleet.
So, she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discords.
You came.
Hope I'm not too late.
Not too late, not too early. Right? One side each. Guardian of the Dark Tide, Morgan. We meet again. I tried to clear the path for you, but that thing got in my way.
You handled all the monsters along the way by yourself.
More or less. Too many roads led here, and I couldn't be sure which one you take. So I wanted to make it easier, whichever way you chose. One last thing.
You didn't have to go so far, Discord Slayer. Take what's left of me. This flicker of a soul.
Just hang in there. I'll find a way to save your frequency.
You don't have to carry it all yourself. Sometimes...
Thank you.
Human frequencies dull the pain of absorption. Why not let them serve a purpose? Burn them.
I did it because I wanted to. Not everything needs a reason.
Ha! I gave you power, not so you would squander it on sentiment. Unleash your true nature.
Your time's up. Crawl back to where you belong.
Looks like you've got him on a...
Taming him isn't the hard part. Becoming stronger than him is. Oh, and keeping him hungry enough to feed on my terms.
Do not mistake this for triumph, Galreda. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Really? I think Abby is a lot cuter. That power you used, was it the Sentinel's power of separation? And that incredible little one. No wonder Kartetia had the nerve to propose such a mad plan. Even here, the Paradise's frequency isn't stable, which means Leviathan hasn't completely seized control. So, looks like part one of the plan worked.
You bear the Dark Tide's power, but
Good. We can avoid a lengthy explanation. If you're looking for the Harbinger too, you must have seen it. The apocalypse Leviathan will bring forth. It was meant to remain restrained by the Sentinel, but I feel it stirring again.
Most of Leviathan's power resides in me, but a fragment escaped. I've been tracking the one who carries that power.
That gem was cast into the Dark Tide. If this is where things are at, that leads Leviathan is about to... Freed from the Sentinel's hold, it's returned to its primal state in the Dark Tide, like water returning to the sea. We must trap its frequency before we...
Or Leviathan's instinct will draw it to reclaim what was once part of itself. The godhood inside...
But that godhood has fused with your humanity. Their frequencies are nearly identical now.
That's exactly how we trap it. When Leviathan awakens, it won't distinguish. It will devour all frequencies blindly. If I offer my humanity, I'll become an anchor, give form to formlessness, and trap its frequency in... And if it's now hiding in the Dark Tide, I know you have a way of sending my humanity into it, right?
And I suppose you know the cop.
I do. But I have faith in those who strive to protect this land. In him. And the Dark Tide can't read either one of our minds. Our Discord Slayer, let me be your first bullet. Fire me into...
When the time comes, I'll kill you in front of them. To convince Leviathan of your necessary death.
Then I shall leave the rest to you. Thank you for choosing to be misunderstood, hated, and for putting your life at risk.
With the Sentinel's Sword of Divinity, We split her godhood from her humanity, leaving the divine within her. Then, I fired the Dark Tide bullet to consume her frequency and send her humanity into the Dark Tide. Leviathan can't truly distinguish the signals it receives. It's blinded by what people believe. By tricking the one closest to the Blessed Maiden into accepting her death, we lowered its guard. Now that Kartitia has trapped its frequency, all that's left is to gather strength, reach the paradise, and finish Leviathan. Even I'm not arrogant enough to think I can take the Trenodian. No apocalypse is ever stopped by a lone hero. It's always a difficult struggle. In this hunt, my part is to clear the way while the others prepare, set the aim, and fire the first shot. Maybe I'm gambling. People freeze up facing the end. Fear takes hold. Even those brave enough don't always get that blessing of fate. But if there's even the slightest chance to stop a disaster, I'll take it. All I need to know is that when I drained the last drop from my glass, I had the gut. Worst case, I stay trapped in the Dark Tide, holding Leviathan back a little longer. That's a price. But I think I bet on the right people.
Some of us might use the word trust.
I can sense Augusta's anchorstone. It lies beyond this well in the deeper realm of the dark. But the deeper we go, the stronger Leviathan's mental interference will be. This cassette tape is a rare find from Lohai Roy. It preserves your most innate frequency. Perfect for what's ahead. I don't know how it works, but it's a good time for music, wouldn't you say?
Does the song have a name?
They're usually named after the one who recorded them.
So, your real name is...
I'll tell you when this is all over. Call it a promise. A promise that we both make it back in one piece. If you're ready, let's go. You know how to use the Sentinel's original power, don't you? Then change the world if something gets in your way.
Why are there so many enemies here?
Leviathan's kingdom. It created them itself. Nothing more than empty husks.
What should we do? Should we avoid them?
No. We slay them all.
You'd say that.
They need no mercy. Their rest awaits. By my trigger. Enter Hell's Gate!
Scorched to earth!
The flames are raw.
Nowhere to hide. Down with the curtain.
Gotcha! Fight fire with fire!
Let's make
Speak of the devil. I've come to send you to your grave.
A fresh face.
Behave now. Explode.
To hell with you.
None shall whisper. One with the sounds.
You can't escape me. The hunt ends here.
Time to go.
Painted hellfire.
Devour them all.
Another mortar thrown at us. Oh, bring it on. This song is about to hit the chorus. Speak of the devil. Behave now.
It's over.
Some faint melodies disrupted the rhythm. Try switching worlds. Finally, we've arrived. The true gateway to hell.
Shining with your love, with hearts full of joyous loyalty.
The dead grow tongues and sing praise day and night. That's what's become of those consumed. But if the journeying paradise reaches our world, everyone in Rinas...
Look at them. Life without Leviathan's wisdom. Feeble minds like theirs.
Ceaseless worship, stripped of meaning or soul. From this shore to the next. From paradise back to our...
All to gather more believers to be drawn into paradise.
Even with the tape's help, we can't stay exposed to these hymns for too long.
I don't take your order. Silence, wretched souls! There is no place for you in paradise.
Seems Chimera still commands some authority here.
Coming back here feels like coming home. But Leviathan was right about one thing. Fear is the most ancient.
Live to hunt.
We're here again.
The Styx Lake. A myth once whispered in Septimont, now carved into reality by Leviathan. Those touched by the tide spawn often begin to see things. Hallucinations. And this lake is usually the first they find. Anger. So... There. Do you see it? At the edge of this underworld. That's the journeying paradise.
Through me, walk the path of glorious...
No matter how Leviathan dresses it up, it can't hide the truth. It's a liar, twisting souls and selling a paradise.
This lake, It's not quite like how I remembered it.
The Styx Lake. A place where all souls meet. Some call it by another name. Main's Deep. Leviathan reshaped it through the dark tide, turning it into a furnace where souls are melted down and...
A crude imitation of the Sentinel's way of giving form to remnant creatures. But Leviathan takes the souls devoured by the dark tide and forges them into its nostalgic... No. What I carry is...
This is where Chimera was born.
Do you mean me or us? Born from the fury that courses through the earth, rage cast my spine, and slaughter forged. I've torn through countless souls, rained fire on fields, slept to the wails of 1,000 dying cries. They remember me as Nemean, the name of the land I reduced to ruins, a name forever seared into their hearts with terror. But Leviathan, its treachery dragged me into the dark tide. It twisted my frequency and forced me into an abominable union with the frail goat and pathetic serpent. We were merged into one. Since then, our frequencies gnaw and rend at one another, torment without end. The agony wrought by its will, I shall repay tenfold, carving bone, feasting on marrow, until nothing remains.
Chimera was Leviathan's first tidespawn, created by fusing the frequencies of 3 powerful tacit discords, the first of its kindred. Don't expect nobility from him. He has the gift of wisdom, but at his core, he's still a tacit discord driven by instinct. A destroyer in life. That vengeance is what broke Leviathan's leash. For now our goals align. And that's likely why he's willing to listen this time. These human frequencies, they're trapped in the Dark Tide's corruption. Still clinging to Leviathan can do nothing but trap them here and torture them with the pain it's harvested. That alone is reason enough to slay it.
We in Leviathan? We set them free.
Exactly. Look, the anchor stone Augusta placed is just across the lake. No. The waters are dark with corruption. Trying to cross would only rouse the dark tide.
Wretched souls. Abandon all yearning for the light of paradise. I come not to save, but to ferry thee to the far shore, into the underworld of hell, into frost and flame. As for you, the living have no place upon this river. Turn back. Seek another crossing. Leave this place and be not consumed.
The beholder finds no anomaly. Long staff, eyes like burning coals. If Leviathan based this underworld on the old tales of Septimont, then this must be Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Its made-up characters only mechanically follow their scripted roles. Hand me that lantern-shaped terminal. I'll handle this.
Whence comes your pride? But you...
We come by the highest will's command. By divine pardon, we shall cross to honor the dead and to return hope to the living.
A vessel from the dead bears not the weight of the living. If you would cross, cast off the riches and honors of your former.
The old stories say Charon favors gold and jewels. If the living seek passage, they must offer a fortune deemed worthy.
The accursed sure awaits all who fear not divinity. If your heart harbors unfinished desires, and you fear not death, we have arrived.
That was surprisingly smooth.
I had the beholder on him the whole time. My instincts keep telling me something's off. We'd better stay sharp. The anchor stone is just ahead. Let's go activate it. Its energy has been reshaped by the dark tide. We'll need the Sentinel's power to purify it before activation. Behave now, by my trigger. Enter Hell's Gate!
Scorched to ash!
Rise from Hellfire! I'll geld you, explode!
To hell with you!
Tainted Hellfire!
Devour them!
An unexpected discovery.
It's done. The terminal's comms should be restored. Let's contact Augusta.
Yes, we saw it. The anchor stone has been activated. Sooner than expected.
My family's potions are ready. But please, a word. It's been crafted from the Threnodian's venom. Outside eruption's reach, it induces hallucinations, warping your senses and clouding judgment. If you aren't immediately entering the dark tide, I advise you all not to drink it. Side.
Ground defenses are holding, and no major fluctuations in the dark tide for now.
Everyone. Wait! An intense frequency suddenly. It's moving towards the Western Front.
Is this the best the mighty gladiators of Septimont can offer? A grand finale deserves grandeur. How can such a dull act satisfy the audience? Oh, yes! Now this is a scene fit for the final act.
Blades do not discriminate. Leave. This one's mine.
Oh, has Huanglong fallen so low, they now send a blind man to die?
Prisoner's Scar of Jinzhou. Surrender now. One strike is all it would take to end you. Surrender, and you may be spared pain.
Oh, in an epic play such as this, I refuse an early exit.
My orders were to bring you back, dead or alive. I never planned on bringing you back alive. Your head belongs to me.
You're too late, defender of Guanlong! Beneath the dark tide, it stirs once more! All hope will be swept away!
You talk too much. Stars realign. Behold this boy. Too slow. Off with one strike. To settle it all. Behold this boy. Behold this boy. Your life is mine to take.
All this time, your eyes fixed on the tide. Never once did you see the threat in the sky. Annihilation.
Right on
The connection was cut off.
The Fraxidus really sent two overseers at once.
For Lova and Scar, their appearance was too well timed. Like they knew our strategy all along. Meanwhile, no matter. The Dark Tide was just unleashed because of the Fraxidus' interference. And everyone there. They didn't even take the potion before it swallowed them.
Trust them. Their will is stronger than the corruption.
The Anchor Stone has been activated. It will guide them.
Watch out!
Fret not. Soon you and your companions shall reunite in the boundless embrace of eternal. Your journey ends here. What is writ by fate shall not.
The Fraxidus must think highly of us. Even you're here. No wonder the Beholder couldn't read your frequency. It can't pierce something as ancient as the concept of death. I've seen many who can use their forte to mimic or create, but to perfectly replicate another's frequency and even forge an there's only one person who can do that. The thousand-faced survivor. The grand architect of the Fraxidus, Schwarzlock.
The children have toiled to create this grand spectacle and bend apart for me. I have slumbered in shadow for too long. This old vessel yearns to. You are our honored guest, and so you shall be. The path of return is barred by the sticks.
You ferried us across only to bar the return. The answer is plain to see. No one is going to stand.
Regret violence is not mine to seek.
Leave him to me. Go. Knock upon the gates of paradise, and let its bells toll through the dark to guide their way. I'll find a way. Once it's done, I'll catch up. So long as one of us reaches paradise, hope lives.
Very well.
Looks like it's just the two of us now, Rover.
We can't give up. Not as long as there's hope.
Right. I'll fight by your side till the end. Look! That's the paradise just ahead. We push through them. We're almost there. We'll make it.
Endure and defy. One with the sounds. Nowhere to hide. Tide's influence is getting stronger. Are you all right, Abby?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, I'll make it quick. Wind, guide me. More enemies.
The journeying paradise is just ahead.
Abby's frequency is weakening. I can barely sense it.
Stop yapping. It's so dizzy.
Leviathan's whispers. These voices.
I tried to protect, but I failed them. Maybe this is how it ends for the Forsaken.
No one answered my prayers. But my faith was always...
My head! It hurts. I can't take it.
I couldn't hear them.
I'm sorry.
Abby!
Disappear again. This time my warriors for nothing. Aruna sleeps alone.
Enough!
Welcome, Rover. A pleasure to... Oh, no need to rush toward the abyss in such haste. Please, take your time to... Avidius's story stirred sorrow and anger in your heart, I presume. By now, you must have realized that Renacita's fate was forged by the Sentinel. With that truth exposed, have you ever suspected that humanity's fate could also be the design of a girl, born into a land ravaged by war? Tell me, why was she fated to stand against the divine and endure a second suffering? And that one born of Sonoro itself, designed to serve as the core of a hollow system? Who scripts such destinies? Who appoints such suffering? If fate cannot grant equal grace to all, if it cannot offer each soul a just and rightful end, then perhaps it is we who must tear the old script and become the authors of a new one.
No matter how noble your reason may sound, the crimes you've committed in Renacita are far too great to ever be forgiven.
Oh, I care little for my own fate. I am but a small footnote in this grand repertoire. One day, my role too will end. And if that finale serves to bring the curtain down with perfection and grandeur,
I'll gladly add it to the script. However, my moment on stage is yet to come. The spotlight now.
You wrote Avidius and all of Renacita into a tragedy. Just to prove it, you speak of divinities with disdain. But the moment you took up that quill, you became no different. I don't trust you.
Certainly. I do believe there is someone more worthy than we've invited you before. Many times. Should you choose to accept, you would be the one to hold that quill. Unbound by Renacita's fate, and still you descend into the abyss alone. To aid, I know you bear a power not of this world. It grant Overthrax's power lies dormant within Abby. Leviathan could use the dark tide to possess Abby, merge with Overthrax, and eventually You've never questioned what Abby is, never paused to wonder why it grows dizzy each time it absorbs the dark tide. You do already know what the dark tide. Perhaps once Abby merges with Leviathan, it will recall what it once was and find its true self. If that's the risk you're prepared to take, I suppose I can revise my script accordingly. Leviathan has long sought its harbinger, but you weren't its first choice. That role was meant for Augusta. The paradise should have descended as I had written. Yet, the priestess's arrow, fired at the cost of her very existence, sent the story veer. Still, any script worth its ink must be able to adapt. Just a few careful strokes, and we found the perfect protagonist to bear. We knew your plan from the beginning. Now your companions are lost to the dark tide, adrift with no anchor in sight. As for Cartathea, the divinity that granted her a second life is dead. Do you truly believe her humanity alone can stand against Leviathan? Yes, hope amid hardship makes a finer tale than one of aimless doubt. The audience always favors story. Alas, this interlude must end here. Leviathan stirs from its slumber, and with now then, show me. Show me that humanity can rise against the divine. Prove your will is your own. But if humanity cannot cross the threshold of the divine, life is but a walking shadow, a poor play, and then, in the blink of a moment, I believe in them. Of course, but what if the one we speak of, the one meant to...
What? So you're true?
The special scene between her and our grand architect must not for now take a brief rest. The stage is nearly set for your finale.
Was your...
Indeed. Another stalemate awaited him. And you, the Revenant, returned from... I know the power you wield. Left unchecked, it unravels the fabric of our play. And so, Yet I confess, Galbrena, your growth hath far outstripped what I foresaw.
Do you count how many gemberries you've eaten in your life? For one with a lifespan like yours. Surely you know more than most.
You risked all to save those who said to choose to protect is one thing, but to do so wielding power not born of mankind, that you should. You must have felt it. The cold.
So what? I chose this path.
Your frequency now intertwines with the tacet discords. The moment you crossed my offer still stands. Join the Fraxidus.
Ever since I got these wings, I found freedom in the open sky. I don't need a haven or titles to cage me. I am what I...
Should you crave power, we shall grant it. Even that of the Threnodian. Should you seek to help, we shall guide mankind toward the future beyond all.
Sounds like something...
Mortal sight is too narrow to fathom our path.
So, you think you stand above humanity, huh? What? I only need one reason to take you down.
The tacet discords within you are...
You hide behind borrowed faces. But me... I've risen from blood and inferno 1,000 times. Faced the monsters that lined up to devour me. And I broke Harpia's razor wings and tore out Balor's demon eye. Not even Dalahan's iron hooves could bring me to my knees. The dark tide cursed me long ago. I should have been dead. But here... And you think one of your
Still clinging to hope. Shartaven, so be it. Forsake all hope of ever beholding paradise. I shall guide you to the...
We're already there, Schwarzloch. This blood... It should be enough. My flames could never reach you before. But now... It's time you pay for your actions. The hunt begins. May the flames light your way home. And here I thought you knew me well. A good hunter turns nature to her. Or did you misunderstand? I didn't become strong because of any of you. I was strong. That's how I broke you.
I wasn't referring to that. I was surprised to see the spirits rise at your command, forming a Cetus.
I didn't command them. They chose it of their own will. A hollow being like you wouldn't understand.
Even if you absorb the corruption in their frequencies, it will not last. That Charon is...
I know. That's why we have to move and...
There was a battle near the journeying paradise. Its aftershock blocked the...
Left. It's...
There is no path on...
Then I'll carve one out. Leviathan's presence is growing stronger. Flamewing won't last much longer in the air. The Beholder's market haymarked. Time to end it in one shot. I'll use the feather blade to weave through them while shooting. That will speed things up. Chimera, tear the space apart! Those ice blades stay dead forever.
Sweet slaughter. Now feast to my heart's content.
Stay sharp. Set to die? Judgments come. I'm here to bury you myself.
Slow down. I must savor the exquisite taste of their agony.
Through here. I'll kick the gates of hell open myself. Almost there. Rover!
You are too late. The purest dark tide has swallowed him, and the stairway to the palace. Run all you like. Your chance to save him is already lost.
If I believed in fate, I wouldn't have...
You think that little flame can burn this dark tide?
I know it's not enough. What if...
You intend to unleash the tacit discords within you? Those savage frequencies alone will destroy you before the dark tide even gets a chance.
I tamed him once. I can do it again. It's just a matter of... what? If saving him means we still have a shot at taking down Leviathan, I'll risk it all. My will. My everything.
Lunatic!
Let's see whose fire burns hotter. Don't tell me.
Everything you have fought to keep will burn to ash.
Then let it burn. Time to make a choice again. Hunt with me, or die with me. If you still want to see Leviathan destroyed with your own eyes, this, either way, I've already made my choice.
I called on you time and again to unleash your true power. And now, of all things, this is what gets through. You would risk everything for us.
I would, no matter the cost.
Just as I foresaw, she erupted a fleeting spark, kindled by what awaits you now, roving outlander. Don that exquisite mantle and step onto the deserted stage you are destined to fame.
How much time has passed? No path to take. Nowhere to go. Wait. What's that ahead?
Death, those you but farm one day.
I will not forget them.
You've changed from who you once were. Still stubborn, as always. But now, and that fear losing has made you weak. Go on then. Your destination lies just ahead. When the bustling stage quiets, all who played a part in your fate will take their leave. Only you remain for the final bow. From beginning to end, you've always walked alone. That is the truth you cannot escape. Abby's condition was written into our script long ago. Even if you strike Leviathan down, Abby can no longer serve as the vessel to seal Leviathan's essence. Only one variable slipped past our design. Her. The Revenant returned from the Dark Tide. She could have bridged your failing forces and brought Leviathan to its end, but the moment she gave up, your downfall was written. Hope scattered like ash. Oh, harbinger of the Dark Tide, you can save no one. What follows in your wake is ruin, and ruin alone. Oh, not fond of how the story ends? Well, fortunately, you are not like the rest. You always wanted to be the savior. Now that chance lies before you. The one you've known was coming all along.
Shut up, you noisy... You don't buy his nonsense, do you? In the flesh. Took a few tricks, but I made it in. This is your mindscape. Leviathan drew it from the deepest layers of your mind, using the purest frequency of the Dark Tide. Everyone has a mindscape. Some say when countless seas of consciousness flow together, they make... I've seen many places, but nothing quite like this. It must mean a lot to you.
But I saw Carlotta, Brant, everyone.
Leviathan preyed on your deepest fear of losing the ones you care about, and turn. The ones who seem the strongest often fear loss the most. That's how Leviathan slips in. If you let it take hold, you'll never break free. In the end, your mind and body will be devoured, dismantled. So, you could say this place hangs between life and death. Your friends are here too, each of them fighting their own demons. But... can you feel this?
Yes. It's warm and real.
There. Look up. When I hunt, I often travel through the night. The darkness is thick, but faint stars hang. But those stars don't shine for me. Long before I even looked up, they'd already been watching over the sky. Leviathan has underestimated human resolve. To me, these graves look like stars destined to burn out. They refuse to stop shining until the very end. That's why you, and sometimes, all it takes is the first step. That's enough to light the way for others. And maybe one day. I don't know your past, but I do know being scared of losing someone just means you're human. But the people you love, the ones who love you back, they'd never let you face the end. This isn't where it ends. If you want the path to open, remember all the people you helped anchor to a future. Now. But before that, take a look behind you. You've come a long way, changed a lot of lives. That's your past, but it's also your strength. So use it. Hope is still out there, waiting for you. Take this spark with you.